Greetings, this is Polly. I want to talk today about all the hand-slapping, high-fiving, all the enthusiasm about Trump now that we've had the Trump-Biden debate. And I found that was scary to have a man like that, Joe Biden, in the White House. But to conservatives, it verified what we've been saying all along. And the polls had to shift, and it looks like, Trump, if not a sure thing, certainly picked his chances up dramatically. And I say to that, wait a second. Hold on. There's a lot of things that go into this. Yes, Trump did well. And may I say, what's even more important is how restrained he's been since then. As the Democrats fight amongst themselves whether they should keep Joe Biden or not, he stayed in the background. Let these two fight and beat each other up. That's good. I haven't seen him disciplined in a long time. It seems to me that he's quite serious about winning. That's good. However, did we forget it wasn't that long ago, in a New York courtroom, a corrupt prosecutor, Alvin Bragg, brought out this ridiculous charge on this ridiculous person, Stormy Daniels, and got a conviction. And he knew what the left was saying about it. Their canon was this, apparently some poll, that if Trump was convicted, but he will lose a little bit of independent support. That may still be true, we don't know yet. But that was what they were thinking. Well, it didn't happen. At least what the polls show in here, which is good. And that seemed to be, for Democrats, their whole plan, lawfare. It certainly isn't anything that, they're talking about. Higher inflation, more crime, more immigration, but quiet on that stuff. Of course, I don't know why they had that debate. Why did Biden go to that debate? Why his people? When we saw of him, this man isn't making any decisions. Why does people do that? I don't know. And it was to Trump's advantage, because it showed up real well how bad Biden was. Still, I'd be very careful. We flipped from the grimness of that court. He was convicted on all 34 counts. And there weren't any high fives back then. Okay, that's good. The Democrats got a lot more stuff to do. Joe Biden has the incumbency. And though he may be a zombie, he's not doing it thinking. And we don't know the people behind him who are doing it thinking. Maybe his wife Jill, that's one. Maybe Susan Rice, notorious fraud and liar. We don't know Anthony Blinken, the whole females. So it's Blinken too. So it's hard to know exactly who's calling the shots. People have asked real questions. Who's calling the shots? Who called the shots on Afghanistan? Who's calling the shots on immigration? We don't know. So let's not say, though, we know about Joe Biden, because we don't. We don't know anything about Joe Biden. I do know one thing. They got a lot more up their sleeve. I don't think they can get rid of Joe. If he doesn't want to go, he's not going to go. So you're going to have to deal with Biden. And their think tank, is going to try lots of stuff on Trump. They're not done yet. I think, don't pretend that this is a victory for sure thing. We don't know how some of these things are going to play out in the polls. We don't know about abortion, how that's going to play out. We don't know about if indeed, no matter what the polls say, where in the end when people go to a voting booth, whether that conviction in New York may mean something. And there's a lot more time before then. And they will put the pressure on Trump. Although, of course, why we're so ecstatic is the pressure is now on the Democrats. That convention looks like it's going to be very interesting. Public convention will be easy. Trump will go in there, be allotted, and that'll be smooth. The only controversy will be his VP pick. As for Biden and Democrats, that looks like it's going to be really interesting. Because even if the party boss has decided, we're going with Joe. We think he's the best bet. There's going to be a move inside that party, and the media will play it up that's going to try to get rid of Joe. And that's going to be interesting. I mean, it looks good for Republicans, I'll be honest with you. But don't count your chickens yet, because none of the eggs have hatched. You saw what happened in France. The first round of voting, it looked like the conservatives were on the march to rule. But the second round, and they find themselves in third place. The more powerful Melbourne have ever been, but the left decided, because you gotta know how those elections work, they get a lot of candidates to drop out so the left could have a narrow, one or two candidates which could beat the conservative. And now the left controls France. So let's wait on this. And then look what happened in England. Now that's probably the best. The Tories were nothing but a bunch of aristocrats enough about Mitt Romney. And you gotta get rid of them. And hopefully Farage is now in Parliament, and maybe he can reform the Tories or change, get a new conservative movement going. So we could see that here too. We could see Biden go in there and still win. Now, right now I say that's highly unlikely. And the court has helped us tremendously. They did the immunity thing, but like I said in another video, we've always had that. Presidents have always been immune from actions they took in office. And believe me, they've taken some weird stuff in office. But there's always been a stream. But of course, Donald Trump, that's different now. Also, just as important was that Chevron decision in which the federal bureaucracy just can't make up laws. Congress passes a law, then some bureaucracy gives their 1,000 subpoints that you could be arrested on or fined on. That was good. I mean, it's going our way right now. I'm just saying, be careful. There's a lot of speed bumps up ahead. Donald Trump could still do something that would make us shaky. He hasn't done it yet. He seems to be very disciplined, which is good. But until we know for sure. And as for Joe Biden, this man is guiding our future right now. And boy, that makes me worry. I hope this election comes quick. I hope it's a Trump victory so we can, become a country again instead of, I don't know, what we are now. Joe Biden came as a unifier. He unified nothing. He was torn apart by it. Of course, the left will see to it that Trump will be a harassed president too, but that's on them. Biden's mistake is on him. Well, that's it for now. Watchword is vigilance. This is Polly. Out.